My name is Jim Percival. I work for Community Link Scotland as part of our West Dunbartonshire Energy Advice Service, and I'm the lead energy advisor. Community Link Scotland have been able to procure funding which allows us to provide support to vulnerable households that are impacted by energy. Primarily what we do, we've built a robust referring service with our housing association partners. So there's a referring process that they simply complete. The housing officer, for example, would complete a pro forma and send it through to our office, and we have a dedicated email inbox for energy referrals, and we pick them up that way. If there's a customer that isn't a member of a household, if I say like a private landlord tenant or an owner-occupier, they can simply pick up the phone and phone us, and we'll accept a self-referral without any problem at all. So initially what we'll do is we'll contact the customer, we have a chat with them, we want to earn their trust, we want to make them be aware that there's no catch in what we do, there's no costs involved in what we do, we simply want to help the customer. And what we'll then do is arrange a date and a time that it suits the customer, not us, suits the customer, for us to call out to their home. And then we sit and we have a chat. And that chat is so important, because what we then want to do is earn the customer's trust, but get the customer to open up and tell us precisely what the concerns are. And then what we'll do is we'll agree an action plan so that we can resolve the customer's issues. We're a small team. There's only myself, my colleague Emma and my colleague Fatima, and we all have the same values in how we support customers within their home. So it's all about establishing trust and getting the customer to believe in what we're all about. So we want to make the customer feel comfortable. We don't want them to be intimidated in any way. As I keep saying, I'm just a baldy old granda from Greenock, but we can make that difference. There's one that I just had most recently there, where a customer, I was contacted by the housing association, went out to see the customer. It turned out the gentleman, who was 70 years of age, was living in a property with no electricity and no gas supply. I discovered that his electricity meter was £150 in debt. He'd accrued this debt, and his gas meter was over £200 in debt. Now, I then contacted Scottish Gas, and it was a lengthy phone call, but through that lengthy phone call, we managed to get Scottish Gas to agree to have the debt, which is basically standing charge that they'd accrued, put to the back of the both prepayment meters. And also they gave the customer a loan of £29 for each of the meters. Now what that meant was, whilst I was in the customer's home, his electricity clicked and came back on, and his gas supply came back on. Now I was in the kitchen talking to Scottish Gas with his boiler and whatever, and all I could hear was the cheers from this gentleman when his electricity supply came back on. And when I go back into the car 2 hours later, the buzz that I get, the fact that we've been able to make a difference for that customer, makes it all worthwhile.